Okay. Okay. Looks like everything is up and running here. My microphone. Bring it a little closer. Hey guys. Welcome to the House of Randomness. I'm going to be doing a little live stream for just a little while. Going to be playing the original Watch Dogs. Going to start this mission from the beginning, so that we can all, play along with or watch along with, and just have a little casual conversation and talk about things that have been going on and things that are happening, and see where it takes us. Okay, so we're going to start a brand new game. Start this from the very beginning. Let's see, my stream says it's good. Drop frame 0. Yeah, not doing too shabby. This is a slightly older game. It came out 2013, I want to say. 2013, 2014. So this shouldn't be too bad. For anybody who's curious what I'm actually streaming this on, this is an Intel i7 7700K. I'm using the 4.7 gigahertz overclock preset, which means it has a base right now. Normally it's 4.2, but I've got it at 4.5. So it's a little faster than stock. I'm just taking a little time having some casual gameplay because I worked on a couple of videos over the weekend because I did a video on a game that I had won in a Steam key giveaway from Tech Deals, and then I posted that, and then he liked it so much he actually says, "Here you go, give me another one." So he sent over, well, the first one I got was Drive Megapolis, which is more of a simulator than a regular game. So if you have a steering wheel and or a VR headset, it might work really well for you. It's not that expensive. The second game that was sent was a fun little, it reminded me of old 80s type arcade shoot 'em up called Super Space Pug, and you control this whole game with your mouse, which is kind of cool. I mean, it was very unusual. I was sitting there looking for how to control it, and then I started moving the mouse around. It's like, oh, so that's how you do it. Okay, fair enough. So how's everybody else out doing out there? Right now in Montana, it is hotter than all get out. It really is. Watching the quality of the stream on YouTube. Says we're good. Oh, and Aiden just ran out. Now, for those of you who have seen my previous live streams, please forgive my creaky wooden chair. This is an old chair I've had since I was a little kid. I haven't really gone out and bought a nice, fancy gaming chair like some people have. Well, maybe I should put a Lazy Boy recliner in here. That'd be kind of cool. But, what was I saying? Anyway. So, if people have been watching online, I know everybody whose notifications have been going off like crazy this week. Ryzen 3 just launched this week. And from what I'm seeing, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Would it be a CPU that I would buy? No, I wouldn't. Here we go. love the title screen for this. To this day, this is still one of my favorite games. And people could say what they want about how Aiden's like a no-feeling, lump of a human being, but I like the game. Drop frame 0 still. Not doing too bad. Now, if anybody actually shows up and watches this live, welcome! You're more than welcome to sit in with me and enjoy some game time. So what else went on this weekend? I went out and played a lot of Ingress. For people who are curious about what Ingress is, it's a mobile game. Let's see here. I just got some kind of notification. Oh, somebody commented on. Oh, this comment is no longer available. Okay. Okay. So anyway, I read some of the comments that come in. Okay. Let's see, right behind the ear. And of course it doesn't. Ouch! Ow, snap. Okay. Hack this. Whoa. Snap. Hey, Pearl Double Man, how you doing? Welcome. I hope I'm coming through okay. I think I got the microphone close enough. So this is basically starting from the very beginning of the game. I haven't streamed in a while, but I think I finally got everything all set up to where I can do it fairly decently. EV Games Evander. I'll take a look at it. You did what? Jordy is such a doofus, I tell you. So anyway, so with the Ryzen 3 launch this week, would I buy it? No, I wouldn't buy it. What I would buy is I'd probably buy an R7. Wait for those guys. Alright, Pearl. You take it easy. Yeah, we'll just slip away. Okay, so I hack that. And that camera. Go over there. And we'll unlock that. Grab that. And then we'll make ourselves a little lure. And we'll throw that up there. See you later. So what would be my first choice nowadays for streaming and gaming and a lot of my video editing? I'd probably pick a Ryzen 7 right now. I've seen enough stuff, enough reviews online to where I believe that, yeah, it's going to be a really awesome deal. Yeah, we'll just go around here, see if there's any others. Thank you. I'll go over here. Okay, now let's see if we can get out of here. This time I've got a second monitor right here in my peripheral field of vision to where I can actually see what's going on in chat at the same time. That camera. Oh, there you go. Thank Thank you. We'll hack into that. And out the lights go. And we made it out. So just because, and this has been told on a lot of other TechTuber channels, just because Ryzen is out does not automatically make Intel bad. Especially for people who can't afford to upgrade every so often. Probably be keeping this rig for quite a while because it's got, it's got a nice setup. It's got a 7700K. It's got a GTX 1070, so I have no complaints at all. Yeah, just gotta go through here. Go more casually through the crowd. Let's get out of here. Okay, good to know. Let's get out of here, shall we? Let's go this way. And no, my driving in the game is not reflective of real life. And we'll reach our hideout. Ouch. Alright, people, get on my way. And we'll go into our room. And there we go. Just like that. So, as you've been noticing on my channel, I've been doing I did a couple of random game reviews over the weekend just because, they were sent to my inbox, so I thought I'd check them out. I had no idea what they were before I got them. In fact, working on a third video right now. Well, what's funny is that right after I did the second video, I got a notification that there was another game waiting for me. So what I did was I had my son with me because we did the second one. So I thought we'd do the reaction to the third one together. So that part's already been taped. And then what we'll do is we'll do the actual play testing and our thoughts on it after that. What game is it? Well, only me and the person who gave me the key know for sure. So the rest of you are just going to have to find out. Not going to give away anything. Is it a AAA game? No. But then again, I wouldn't expect that, ever. I don't expect people to just, you know, give me brand new games. No. I don't do that. I don't expect that from anybody. Skill points. What are we going to do for skill points? Sure. We'll do gates and garages. And what else? Do extra battery. Oh, ATM hack boost is always good. And do blockers. That sounds good. And Act 1 is complete. Now here's the thing. If you're going to be playing and streaming at the same time, you kind of have to gauge what kind of system you want to stream on, and then what kind of games you're going to be able to stream on said system. Will you be able to play and stream ultra modern games like Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Mass Effect Andromeda? And I'm just naming these off because I don't have them. I have seen them reviewed on other channels. Hello, Tucker. How are you today? Welcome. I'm glad people come around and hang out here for a while. And we'll sleep. This is Tucker. And I really don't want to mess up the pronunciation of the last name, so I'll just call you Tucker. Tucker V. Shout out to you, man. So this is the flashback scene that Aiden goes through when he's remembering the tragedy of what happened with his niece, Lena. And I don't know about you, but anybody, I think, who goes through this kind of tragedy in their lives, yeah, they're going to be messed up pretty severely. So the reason why I decided to do this game for my live stream today is because, well, for one, it's at least 2-3 years old, so it's not going to be as demanding on my CPU, which is only a 4-core 8-thread CPU as opposed to anything that's got 6 cores 12 threads or 8 cores 16 threads. And that's not even counting Threadripper that's coming out, that's going to be 16 cores 32 threads. But the number of people who are going to be utilizing that for gaming, I think, is probably going to be a percentage so small I can count on the fingers of one hand. That's just my opinion. Now, there's probably going to be those special cases that say, you know, I got to have top dog for everything. Okay? You got to pay top dog tax to be top dog. And my apologies if I'm ganking these quotes from other channels. I watch a lot of YouTube. Hello, Bookie. Welcome. Got 2 people in here. Very cool. Go online. I turned off online because too many people were going in and It's just not something I really wanted to do right now. At least not today. Maybe another time. Yeah, we'll go. See ya. I know this game has an online mode where you could do online invasions and stuff like that, but I'm just kind of relaxing, just having a little casual gameplay. Maybe I'll do a stream in the future where people will be able to invade. All right, Bookie, you take care. Where'd they go? Well, you're not gonna get away. Unfortunately, I didn't save the Verdamstel. Maybe next time. So we'll open up skills tree again, see what available. Everything's in red, so nothing available. And you have progression too. You can do criminal convoys, crimes detected, fixer contracts, gang hideouts. Excuse me. Thank you. One of these days I'll probably do some more casual games. Now, if you want to see somebody who does some really good live streams of casual games, things like Overwatch, World of Tanks, World of Warships, League of Legends, go watch Tech Deals, because he does some really awesome live streams, and his commentary is probably 10,000 times more amusing than mine, because I'm not quite too used to the whole live streaming setup as of yet. And anybody who has gone over to his channel and watched live streams on YouTube and Twitch will probably know that I have gone over there a number of times. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some people are saying, "Oh, please, him again? Seriously?" Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I wouldn't think so. At least I like to think I'm somewhat amusing. Maybe. Kind of, sort of. And we're just kind of progressing through the story here. Oh, fire truck. That brings up something that I kind of wanted to talk about. When you're out driving and you see an emergency vehicle that has its sirens blaring, and its lights flashing, and it's coming up behind you, what do you think you really should be doing? No, it's not darting out in front of them, crossing in front of them just to get to where you're going a lot faster. No, you pull over and you wait for them to pass. And I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people either cut them off, they won't move out of their way, they just keep driving like there's nothing going on. And that's just one thing that's really, really irritates me. Because what if it's your loved one that happens to be needing medical attention and some fart trumpet decides that getting to their party means more than medical attention? And especially with ambulances. I'm sorry, but when I see ambulances coming down the road and everybody is still all in the middle of the road, you just want to go through there with a great big plow and just move them all out of the way. Can I tell you how many times that just really gets under my skin? But whatever happened to where people actually have manners? That's what I want to know. Are things like please and thank you and excuse me and holding the door open, are those kinds of things just really so rare nowadays that they become pretty much a superpower? I saw that in a meme once. Here goes. So I see it happen with fire trucks, I see it happen with ambulances, I see it happen with cop cars, and it always happens. There's always somebody crossing in front of them or getting in their way. Like, for the love of sanity, get off to the side and let these people go through. They're trying to help somebody, save somebody's life. Just do it already. The thing I think is funny is when I go out and I go to a fast food place or a restaurant. Yeah, that's very true, Tucker. I mean, if I see somebody that's coming around and I pull off to the side and somebody behind me is honking their horn, they can sit there and honk until their battery dies. I'm not going anywhere until that emergency vehicle has had clear access to go through. Going back onto my other side topic here. When I go to a fast food place or a restaurant, and invariably this happens, and it more often happens in drive-thrus than if you go in, which is why nowadays I usually tend to wait until I can go in somewhere rather than go through a drive-thru, because what happens is oftentimes there's a lot of stuff that I need to have modified on an order. I don't just get everything plain out of the box, because I have kids who have specific desires. I have a wife who doesn't like certain ingredients, so I order things the way they want to have them done. And I can't tell you how many times I've gone through a drive-thru, gotten home, and something's messed up. Most people, and I have been on both sides of the counter, on both sides of the drive-thru window, so I can speak from experience on this. Most of the time, if somebody screws up an order, it's because they've taken the order, they've gone all the way home, who knows how that is, how far away it is. By the time they come back to the restaurant, they are so furious that they will literally cuss and shout through the speaker, and you can hear that stuff all the way in the restaurant. And I can't blame these people for being upset, but here's the thing. Going up to a worker who is just trying to do their job, and they make an honest mistake, a lot of times that is what it is. They make an honest mistake. It's better to be calm about it than to sit there and go off half-cocked and just yelling and cursing at people. Because it doesn't solve anything, like, ever. But that's just my opinion. And the thing that I find funny, is that when I go to a place, and if they screw up my order, I'll calmly walk up to the counter and I will ask them politely to please, remake the order. Here's the funny thing. Sometimes these counter people, they act like they don't even know what hit them. They are so in tune to people being angry and bitter and yelling and cussing that they're not prepared for the polite people. True fact. I mean, I've seen it happen time and time and time again. Now, granted, if they screw up your order, twice in a row in the same order, then yeah, you'd probably be a little upset. But is it worth cussing at? I mean, come on. Most places there's kids around. Seriously. And I have dealt with customer service over the counter, online, over the phone, over email. I've done it all. I've worked a lot of service jobs in my life. And you come across all kinds. And sometimes it's justified and sometimes it isn't. But I think that if you remain calm and civil about it, you probably get it a lot farther. So here's a situation that happened recently, and I was thinking about doing a video on it, but then I thought, I don't know if it's even worth the time of making it. What had happened is that over the holidays, we ordered a brand new refrigerator from Sears. Really nice one, one of those ones with the French door and the freezer that comes out the bottom, and it looks nice, or it did. Probably should have read the online reviews a bit more, because a lot of people were saying that the compressor goes out pretty fast. But we thought maybe they were just being nitpicky, but sure enough, true to form, it did. And I did my darndest to be very diplomatic. I called him up and I explained the situation and had the repair guy come out. Okay, where are we going now? Nobody's tracing the call. So I do the normal thing, because I had a year's warranty on it. So I called the guy to come out and fix it. Ooh. Okay, time to go. Oh, snap. Man, my driving is sucking today. Man, this guy. Boof. Ta-da. That's the way you take down somebody. Not in real life, though. You don't do that in real life. That's just sick and wrong. Okay, so what had happened is we had the guy come out, and this was like a 2-week process there. And this, I think, started in May. So they ship the part. They don't send it with the guy because I think the guy was a subcontractor. They ship the part out. And of course, when they try to deliver it, they try once, and then they say, okay, well, you're going to go to one of our pickup points and get it. I'm just glad it was a small part. I mean, okay, it was a box about this big, but still. Why would you send it with a repair guy? Then again, I guess if it was a contractor, you probably wouldn't. So he comes out and works on it for 2 hours. Then comes out and says, this is the wrong compressor. How do you work on a fridge for 2 hours with the wrong part? Having to leave twice to go to the store. I guess maybe the guy thought he could save the world in one shot, but if you don't have the right part, you don't have the right part. You just don't. Do we have any new items? Let's do focus. So if you don't have the right part, you really need to get it. I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to go here. We're going to go unlock a control tower. And we're going to be ready. So anyway, so the guy comes, they said, okay, well, we're going to have the right parts sent out. Okay, so here comes the next 2-week wait. Surprise, surprise. And they come out and make another attempt to fix it. Thankfully, they have the right part, but here's the kicker. When they were working on it, I think they had a torch or a welder of some type to try to fix this, and in the process of fixing it, they burned a hole through the suction line. Honest to goodness, I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. So now the refrigerator is totally non-fixable. So I call him up and I said, okay, now what do we do? And I posted this on social media, on the Sears Facebook page, and it gets to the attention of the district manager for the service department. And she says that she's going to do everything that she can to get this fixed. So she starts reaching out to her people, and the first department says, well, we're not going to do it because there weren't enough attempts to fix it. Okay, how can you fix something that can't be fixed? Answer that one for me. So this goes like through 3 different departments, and finally they give me a couple choices. They said, okay, we'll either replace it with the exact same model, or you could choose a different refrigerator with the funds that you pay to get it, which is $1,000. Well, after reading all the online reviews, it's like, I don't think I'm going to take a chance on another one breaking in 5 months. So we decided to go to the store and talk it out with the store manager there and the assistant manager, and I found a different model. Didn't have an ice maker or a water dispenser, but I didn't really need that anyway. But I had the usable space. And he was going to try to be a good guy and try to get me the next size up. Well, corporate mentality being what it is, they says, well, they didn't buy the protection plan on top of the warranty, so this is your only option. Technically, they're in the right. It would have been nice if they would have gone the extra mile, but they didn't. Let's see. is that going? I forget how to actually get through this one. Oh, that's how. Okay. Like that. So now we have to go around. So you guys finally bring out the new refrigerator, and they get all set up. And apparently they didn't realize that. Okay, that was just a little weird. Okay, so apparently the delivery people, and they deliver this in a rental truck, both times. Was an actual Sears delivery van? No, it was a rental truck. Apparently they didn't realize that they were supposed to pick up the old broken unit. What am I going to do with it? So I told him, I says, well, actually my wife told them that, well, you guys are going to take it with you. Yeah? Uh-huh. Hang on just a second here. What's up?
Mom was wondering if you could come up and help her with the grilling, the chicken on the grill.
Ah, okay. Well, it's about dinner time here, so I am going to go for now. Sorry to cut this a little short, but I'm glad for the one or two people who did come by. I'll try to give more notice next time. But yeah, I may actually even start streaming on Twitch at some point. I'm not quite sure if I will or not, but I might. If I do, it's just twitch.tv/midnightbanshee, same username as here. And I'll either stream here or I'll stream on Twitch, one of the two. Till next time, as always, I like to say, if you like this video, go ahead and hit, because this will be uploaded to YouTube later. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like down there. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's down all there as well. Go ahead and leave some comments. What kind of game would you like me to see me stream next time? As long as it's not too recent of a game, I should be able to stream it, because like I said, I'm not using Ryzen. I'm using a 7700K, so my options are a little bit more limited. If it's a casual game, I should be able to, but by all means, leave your comments down below. Until next time, I always want to say, live a little random each day, and we will see you guys in the next video.